Uncle Chethin the Great Saint. It's going to be the legendary victory. The side table is no longer steady. Or it could be inspiration. With sudden impact and the hunters are brothers. With the rapid addition of the Scorching King, a team player with one. Not as Xiaochaomeng today. Hit this server a lot. It was a pretty late night live stream yesterday. Let's see if we can meet an Atroc player. With scorching speed. Well, this is a closet. Let's see the brooch. How to carry the team. Teammate, there's a forest ready to shake the road in the middle. Shaking the middle line together with Xing and Prom. On the other side, there's Xiaochaomeng Aurora in the middle. Oh, something it will have he. Looking in the mirror, looking handsome. Oh. You start with Doran. This Wukong is not a plus. It was a tool with a lot of speed. It's for wisdom. At the beginning of the battle. When you meet people like Atox, Atroc is a fairly weak general at BA level. Level 4 and above. Not a little bit better than Wukong. First level match. Balance and so on. Able to subtract armor from the panel. And outside the. Or in Chinese it's translated as. That's a lot of armor. A plus point for wisdom. Physical damage. These guys are actually guys like Darius. The enemy must fight safely. It's been a very long battle for a long time. E2 hit hands. Wukong's tools owned in the beginning will be stronger. There are also chat rooms there. 2. A mesa in the middle. On the way there is a chat. If you know how to fight, a mesa probably gave up the top, but this game. The enemy may have a gun. It will have soldiers. The better the enemy's armor is, the better. The opponent runs out of BAQ, but is still internal. To hit an opponent with armor, the opponent is not passionate about Q. I know how to play, brothers. The opponent has leveled to but Q has not recovered yet, fighting from home to school. Germany can't hold its feet. It's called a wet program, brother. Level to German from Atox. Q of attack at the beginning of the match. If you hit Q, be it up to 14 seconds. Go ahead and fight Q and you're dead. Calculate enough damage with hitting hand Q and scorching. This way is Achik on top. Wave is still stuck at level to after pushing high. It's not the level at which Achik can beat this rafter. 3 players. Level be a fight with level to opponents. Q2 is not fatal. K-Doc started too long ago. Finish the card to move towards the BA level. Even death is inevitable. With a world soldier frozen by so streamer, fight with rank master server super level. That silver coin is easy. Freezing. And even the last phase, you can imagine. I can't run. If the opponent has level BA, Then I'll hurry up. 10 to horizontal opponent QBA well. Keep hitting Q one more time. Level BA a troke. The enemy is in a very weak state. The enemy does not have W armor. Q to slips and Germany QBA sell opponent W. Hurt damage with W. Final. For minute solo kill on enemy to be a network 10. After the variable velocity phase of the stomach. What are you chatting about, guys? I don't know if I should translate it. Let's see what's over there. The chat guy is not at top, guys. There's another one here, guys. I'm sure someone recognized why I copied the tape. Someone recognized the tape, guys. Brother. Mailju is really powerful. For no brothers, the lower wing is also alive. Has been formed. W-born QBA. Attack cannot be attributed to the first to Q. This guy actually doesn't need anything. But the enemy did not hit any fatal rules. E and soldier Q into person then W. A battle that has been dealt with military generals, and it's actually Adchox that doesn't beat this deal. It started with a shield and Ran couldn't stand it. This guy wants to play it safe. And if it doesn't, level 6 plunge in with a tornado that sends out. It's so full, brothers. Big car, guys. 6 minutes for solo kills. This top is really broken. Now the team is to sure. But hugging the cylinder you see is not safe. That. A Jade. Help Xiaochaomeng's final move heal faster. Of course. All four are in one place. The enemy just had a switch between King Red with Saint Simon's first equipment. A device when formed. Extremely easy. If the enemy hit safe in the cylinder, then push the enemy to the verge of death. The enemy's blood. Right back to the super server. Xiaochaomeng's houses. Continue to be a soldier pushing cow from a truck. Q box slope adhesive Q to critical. Continuous Q hand network from Xiaochaomeng. The opponent in Q has not typed a Q. Keep hitting the Q fish die. Inferno, 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 inferno. Against one. This blood wants to stay in operation. Can it be operated? This blood is an opportunity to kidnap Can. Wukong of Somong. Level 6 opponents. WB Cyclone to horizontal type Q. A drop of your blood. Q a WQ2. From at peeling. 111 damage is enough. Any damage plus equipment. Just resist. But there is still the shark down network of Southsea H streamer. A commendable effort of the Blazer, in a fighter who's really fed up. The enemy comes and shakes the road. Probably shop on the farm. The decision to keep going came from Xiaochaomeng. The wings under this plank are well on their way except you. 'Zing room together with Asukama. The general lost a lot. The opponent has a king red o2. Stop the enemy is not green, brother. Just help for the jacket. It's called keeping yourself in the game. The loss is still relatively large. And later has just been added to the variable speed. Continue to plunge into a touch with the moon blade. Your opponent continues to hit hand Q. There's no final move from Xiaochaomeng. The opponent's hand Q and the sheep keep the E. Lost Psi, then the opponent lost Psi and Xiaochaomeng knocked temporarily. Run a phase to wait comes from Sao, congratulations. And the speed. Go to the Q hand. King Red Aurora. This is a bit crowded. From the central courtyard. And then air a hit and the hand kept shaking. Bullet explosion. It belongs at the prom. That's a lot. Top party, guys. On the day of the king's return, the two sides pulled to the top. We're done with the forest and we've added Aurora. But you can't kill. There's more rails, there's more Lux, there's more Rome. An upper wing that's really vibrant will be attack on upper wing. More than 3 minutes. What type of attack on will be? But very high rate will be attack on area stand on. And enlightenment does not win the way. That's what attack control con is for Simon's Sun team. A lot of accidents. Go up to Q and W. Opponent Q to E up, opponent E up error. And the enemy decided it was the last move. Into a tornado and then hand Q is dead. It's always a Q before you touch me. But look at the QR animation. It doesn't. This phase is always Q before or after. QR is always here, guys. There's an armor symbol here. The R2 arm goes out. As I said, it's a downgrade. King Red is not to green. I couldn't save the road but went to Jung. It's done when we get back to the tornado. The enemy only needs. The single phase error is to determine the color. One is available after 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Come home with a K-Ba. Add a piece of wood hammer of 3 hectares. Go into WQ and hit your hand from home to school. Continue Q opponent Q and E retreat. Trigger the moon shield. Stop being there for the last time. Feeling is the last trick with 10. So the track sped up and then aha. Ha! A lot of people are watching your treatment. Fighting with Xiaochaomeng is also a bit of a pressure. Phase-treated vapor and teller stripe comes from Ray. Go home and get a wooden hammer from Wukong of Xiaochaomeng. Because when I first started League of Legends, what is it like? So it's me, let's see which one I play. In the past, I used to go up on the old fire armor to go on the road. I really think this dame is too small. Until later Wukong was not repaired. Let's see some wizards. I feel like yeah. If it's up dame, it's in Wukong, guys. Single phase E and soldier W. but the damage difference is too great. On one side there was. The other side is full of enemies. It's also called a little bit of return damage from Atox. Then Xiaochaomeng crashed straight into the cylinder. Mid-opponent up to Chuang to slip back. If you miss Q, go home as well. Nothing ever happened. And the last trick. The top gap is too heavy, guys. Even dwarf always towed to handle. Chill, huh? It handles marketing for me like that, guys. And the players on the other side too. Actually this one. Quite picky user, and many people won't have much experience. I think you understand this too well. Don't give birth to a baby. King Red down the wing. Down the wing and clash with Grace. Aura open beautiful final trick bow light is also beautiful. Lots of blood loss. Must take back a large amount of damage. If the lower wing doesn't have 600 wheels, you can beat it. It's very cruel, no AI on the board, 1 drop of blood each. So the Clown Brothers from Aura to King Red. Ray also smelled a bit of a clown god. Probably pressure. They also make the players they deal with. It's not really marketing. Now the road is clear. And rob King Red's forest. What is this? Please, please, please. Maybe it won't stop in time. King Red is here. Get the green talisman in this situation. That thanks. He knocked on Mr. Q. Then the enemy W. But the second one doesn't come back in this phase. I don't have a W yet, so I'm going to hit Q. W runs from Suntrung still tornado. E into Q cyclone up. The sheep are both dead. Cyclone speed variable floor opponent speed variable E conform. The ultimate rainbow doesn't need to wait too. These 3 great demons wiped your life. These 3 demonic swords. I came home with a $6 bill, guys. In the lower wing, PK is very tense. No AI dies. 3 things he loves the devil fuck brothers. It's too green. The team has 13 lives, 9 lives and 1 support point. Teammates have always the upper wing messenger. Let us not get off the bot. A general is in great health. Just let Wukong not gain more power. There's also a pillar on the map. This game, the power chain is extremely early, brothers. Holia parole shoes. This is a purely road-going device. If you didn't buy it on the road, it really shouldn't be bought. Out of the way. Or Mercury shoes for better combat. So why? Dodge Q1 but stick W. Burning push in. Tornado plays a W. There's an AI team here. A network for lipstick. If the team has CC, teammates caught SU. Decided to switch to eating red spales. Even a life-saving blow can't be saved. 1 is a 9. And before the enemy can glide, What to burn? Get the vision. If the enemy is afraid, I will follow. $16 is the current network ratio. The enemy often loses to points. Then who's the one defending the road down here? 2 more pillars in a row. Maybe these 2 things could have been used in the past. 3 seconds until the last move from Saint Simon. And even the niche's messenger to the 3rd one. Where is the saint going? We're out of gas. There will be a sword in the sky, brothers. Sorry. Dodge both our Q comma with a B press situation. To overcome the shield-making ability that comes from comma. It's been 19 minutes, guys. This server is too chill. And soldiers tried to rely on people but failed. Come to play. Love the devil fuck stop. Cue the drama of the moon shield. Hit the Q hand. Still enough with the red spell. I can't wait to come from the king press. W up Q. Bram doesn't have a final move yet. Don't lean. Lighten up the attack on. Attack on is off the rails. The enemy forest is dead. Stop the enemy. It's done. I'll work on top of that, guys. You can't gank to save me now. The gank is a V. 2 is done and you're dead. The game is really a game. Attempt to descend the pineapple's wings to remove its life. The network doesn't remove too much. And this is a Takon destroy. 20 minutes ago 15. 22 minutes could be level 16. Level 16 has another possibility. The ultimate hunter's cooldown. It's a constant battle, brothers. This green charm is out of sight. Q hand. E hit hand Q1, then W takes the green spell and retreats. Fortunately, there was more room to retreat. If you want to fight, I will fight. Ready. The enemy just doesn't dare. Home blood charger from Sao, congratulations. If you look a little slow, you should. As a result, attack on 8 Baron for more than 3 minutes. At best, there's a lower wing element coming back. Kim has a line up. It feels so easy to play, guys. But AA also plays games. Boss chill even though CS lost the post, but stop taking it all off, guys. I'm in love with Aurora. There are also more lives. The opposing team is a relatively thin team. Although, with plenty of resistant gear. But it's basically too much of a road trip. Move on, catch S real. I don't know if the enemy is speeding up or not. The enemy loses its archaic displacement. Still have to be on the board. E and hit hand with Q continuously from home to school. E and Q hit the opponent's ear. How much blood does the Q hand suck? To get Xiaochaomeng searched down. Almost a K of money spent on the road between the enemy. That's why Xiaochaomeng's subsequent transformation. The spiritual spell of the Audra on the Kia side. And Audra had 5 lives. And the networks that Audra has. Because I see the middle tendency to carry the team, decided to move towards a piece. Ensures more damage. This piece has no purpose, brothers. At the beginning of the match, the apartment did not have many dragons. The opposing team is too thin, guys. How does Kimbap use a life bridge? Then the spiritual armor of Kama is really not enough. Not to mention that Xiaochaomeng is looking for Barker. It's hard for the enemy. King Red's unskillful lifesavers too, but sometimes I still squeezed him. Let's chill for Baron. It's a little difficult to finish without Baron, especially when Atakon is Atakon destroyed. It's a little late for the 16th grade because of the one-phase death. It's still too early to check the valve. The enemy is only level 12. Next, we enter the Q tornado. The tornado doesn't live in the camera. W and E are up W raw. Decision to retreat from the Chungmong yard. 2. It's better to lose the serrated sword, along with super awesome ballistic missiles. Bai Xing. This rabbit is fast, brothers. It is also evil to hide and hide. Gunner of Xiaochaomeng. But this Baron can't be seen. On the way to Ra, causing King Red to take a bullet through Ray's target. If you stop this broken enemy, you are still fighting. The enemy is still standing. It's time to run, guys. The devil comes to you. The Holy Spirit came to play. I asked my teammates to handle the network and I found Aurora. Enter a Q. But the ultimate rainbow is sorry, but the enemy also lost W and S. From Xiaochaomeng. The aura is healthy, it's always nihilistic, guys. But stop the enemy from dying. With the situation on the board of the aura. In the nature of this BA. The losing team. Less money. This is a correction. To help the teams that are. So Aurora's last death. The previous ones, it's probably between 600 and 700. There's a shoe. Red light. On shoes BE Enlightenment has 79 points in the afternoon. And this range must have sputtered numbers as well. It can fix it. It wasn't the last trick for a while. The last trick is O, so it also comes with coolant. Quite significant. But this range, have you reached the point of power? There's the tornado again. They can fight constantly. And in a green game like this, E and hand with Q are also strong. W stealthy rush up. Successful EQ and tornado turn 1. Too much blood loss. Good God came from Ray to take Atox's life. Baron pressure continues. At the end of the day, it's just over 30 seconds. Even broke Aoyama Mimosius. With the amount of damage coming from the aura. Human advantage in about 20 seconds. Aurora. For grace. Then the enemy must not be able to scold anymore, brothers. 2 assassins and a genie brought Sonic. Enemy body. The end is so fast, brothers. After killing so much, it's probably still there. Now push back and continue the fight. That chill. I'm still going to pick up the flames in hell. It's nothing. It's a little time-consuming to pick this up now. The right spirit has to go. The opponent has Shigaria but quickly turns up E. Then he died and remained invisible. There's this R2, but the R2 can't get over the wall. It's done, it's cornered. One phase Wang team. Because all the tornadoes came from Saint Germain. Kimek, can you save your life or not? Shaking has the Palace network is shooting Palace Excitement Palace. Just double kill. Maybe the team will eat the game. The review is to helpless. The game is so chill, guys. This level brings the challenge of this server raw, but also let's see what Kia chatted about at the end of the game. Need to use to Google Translate. Two. King Red is. I believe it, I'm not going to rate it anymore. Huh? It's a reminder. I just met the father of the game server. Let's see the final damage, guys. The winning rate after this game is still 7. A history of fighting. This was the previous Amesa. The previous Amesa match was quite tense, brothers. Here are the parameters of the last game for your reference. 10 BA and only 11,800 damage. One is 23 CA, but the Sao team copied the ass. Mid 25k with a pendulum is also not to green. Zing at the end of the battle was also shot 1. This is like Dozin's live streaming host, guys. 15k only after the live streaming host 45,000 damage. 30 minutes. And that fight is really the top gap, guys. Even going the losing way down the road. The enemy is quite green. The enemy forest at the beginning of the battle has fallen. Let's take a look at the history of Sao. How many defeats does it to be a? 4. This CCT is also green 9 years. After total how many games A to be A for years? 6 1 to 3 for 5 6 7 8. 6 plus 8 is 1 0 for 1 to 3 for 5 6 7 8. 22 games only for lost, guys. On the 12th, I only streamed It's the 11th night live stream, guys. There was a live broadcast on the 11th. Still intact. I don't know if it was the evening of the 12th. Remember to watch on the live stream of Van Tung. I'm good too. Streamers in China. Those of you who want to watch it live, you have to follow the channel of Sao Expertise on Higher. It's all got notifications on its computer. Follow the channel. It's been 8 years for following Xiaochaomeng's curriculum. A match shows that the work is top gap. With a Wukong curriculum, does not beat the cabinet with ATOX. See you guys again another project. Van Tung Na. I really hope everyone sees it. I like to get my suggestions back.